guys, it's Chantel with Wildberry Quilting, and it is Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all of my American viewers and to all of my non-American viewers. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day with your family, regardless of whether you are celebrating this holiday with us. So today, I figured I would share the recipe that I use for our pumpkin bread. And I use fresh pumpkin, which in my previous video I showed you how to prepare that for pumpkin pies and this awesome pumpkin bread. Now, I got this recipe online and I've been using it for a couple of years now, and we absolutely love it, which I will try to find the link to it and include that down below for you guys in the description box. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to make our pumpkin bread. We're going to start by adding all of our dry ingredients first. We always want to start with all dry so that we can have everything incorporated evenly and then move on to the wet. So we have 3.5 cups of flour, and this is 3 cups of sugar. This is a heavy sugar recipe.
But it's delicious.
That's right. And then we have 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And then 1.5 teaspoons of salt. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Ginger. 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. So now we're just giving our dry ingredients a good mix to make sure everything is well combined. And then we can start adding our wet ingredients. Once I measure it out, you can add it. Right now you can do this for me. Put this into the microwave for like 30 seconds, okay? Well, do it for 20 seconds. We don't want it to be melted. We just want it to be soft. Okay?
Whole thing?
Yeah. Whole thing. Okay.
There we go. Subscribe.
Subscribe. Is that what you did?
Yeah.
I love you, baby. You're so funny. 1 cup of butter.
Oh my gosh.
And 2 cups of pumpkin mash.
Come on here.
Woo!
Ew. That sounded gross.
All right, 2/3 cup of milk. All right, and can you get the eggs out? And 4 eggs. And this is our recipe. All right, so this is pretty well mixed up. We still got a few chunky bits with butter, and you can kind of mush those against the side in order to better incorporate them. But I'm not too worried about it because that will all melt down once we put it in the oven. Now, before you put these in your loaf pans, you're going to want to butter your loaf pans either with butter or with coconut oil. All right, guys, so we had enough from that batch in order to make 2 normal sized loaves. and 2 small loaves. So I'm going to get these in the oven at 350 degrees for 50 minutes. And I'll see you back here in a moment. All right, guys, our pumpkin bread is fresh out of the oven. And in order to test it, I just stuck a butter knife down inside it and made sure that it came back clean, which, as you can see, it does. Now, this one we used butter to grease our pan, and this one we used coconut oil to grease it. And you can see that the butter has made it crisp up and brown a little bit around the edges, whereas the coconut oil has kept it all pretty uniform and without any crisping. So you can choose your preference there, and it's just something good to note. And the same is true of how our mini loaves came out. This is the one that was baked with butter, and this is the one that was baked with coconut oil. I did have to put the large loaves on for an extra 10 minutes because the pumpkin that I used happened to be very liquidy. So it just needed that extra 10 minutes of cooking time. But they are done now, and I'm going to let them cool. This will be our breakfast on Thanksgiving morning. And the night before, the grown-ups get to snack on these mini loaves because it's hard to stay out of these with how good they smell. I wish you guys could smell it. All right, guys, this is our pumpkin bread, and it's still a little bit hot, so I gotta be careful with it. We have already devoured those 2 little mini loaves, though, and these are going to get set aside to finish cooling, and they will be ready tomorrow for everybody to eat for Thanksgiving breakfast. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again next time. Oh, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Bye.